You know that feeling? You have a great idea. You know you should speak up in a meeting. You know you need to get out of bed the moment the alarm rings. There's this tiny window of time between the instinct to act and your brain slamming on the brakes with a flood of excuses, doubts, and fears. For me, that window felt like it was closing faster and faster. I was living in a state of almost doing. So I decided to try an experiment with a tool designed specifically to blow that window of hesitation wide open. You've probably heard of it, Mel Robbins' 5-second rule. I didn't just read about it, I lived by it for a full week. And what I discovered was about much more than just counting backwards. The rule itself is incredibly simple. The moment you have an instinct to act on a goal or a commitment, you count backwards from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then physically move. Now, this sounds almost too simple, right? But the genius is rooted in neuroscience. Mel Robbins explains that counting backwards is an act of metacognition. It requires focus, so it interrupts the habit loops of self-doubt, fear, and overthinking that are stored in one part of your brain, the basal ganglia. It activates another part, your prefrontal cortex, which is the part of your brain you use when you focus, change, and take deliberate action. The countdown doesn't magically make you feel like doing the thing. Its only job is to stop you from talking yourself out of it. It's a tool to close the gap between knowing what you should do and actually doing it. So, armed with this knowledge, I started my week. Okay, the first and most obvious test, the morning alarm. Day 1. The alarm goes off, and my brain immediately floods with the usual garbage. It's so warm in here, just 5 more minutes, I'm so tired. But before that negotiation could take hold, I went for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was not pleasant. I didn't want to do it. But I did it. And by day 3, something shifted. The countdown became a trigger. My brain started to recognize that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 meant we were moving, whether it felt like it or not. The internal fight got shorter every day. Next up, the procrastination project. I had this one report I'd been avoiding for weeks. Every time I thought about starting, my brain would scream, "This is going to be so hard," and I'd immediately find something urgent to do, like organizing my desktop icons. Okay, I know I need to do this. I don't want to. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The rule didn't write the report for me, but it got me to open the document. It broke the cycle of avoidance. It pushed me over the cliff of starting, which is always the hardest part. And then there was the scariest one, speaking up. I was in a meeting, and I had an idea. Normally, I'd overthink it. Is this a dumb idea? What if they don't like it? I'd hesitate, the moment would pass, and I'd be left with regret. This time, as soon as the idea formed, I started the countdown in my head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, just building on that last point, what if we tried? The idea wasn't perfect, but it got the conversation going in a new direction. The rule gave me the courage to contribute instead of just observing. So, after a week of 5-second pushes, what was the verdict? First, the rule is not a motivation hack. It's an action hack. I never once felt like getting out of bed early or starting that report. The rule is a tool to use when motivation is nowhere to be found. It teaches you to separate your feelings from your actions. Second, it builds incredible self-trust. Every time you use the rule to keep a promise to yourself, even a tiny one, like getting up on time, you cast a vote for a new identity. You're teaching yourself, one countdown at a time, that you are the kind of person who follows through. That feeling is more powerful than any fleeting burst of motivation. Third, the real magic is in breaking hesitation. That gap between thought and action is where dreams go to die. It's where doubt, fear, and excuses are manufactured. The 5-second rule is a bulldozer that clears that space, forcing you to act on your best instincts before your brain can sabotage you. And finally, it creates momentum. Action creates more action. By forcing myself to start small things, I found I had more energy and confidence to tackle bigger things. It's a positive feedback loop that starts with a simple 5-second countdown. Look, the 5-second rule didn't magically solve all my problems, but it gave me a simple, practical, and undeniable tool to fight the moments of inaction that were holding me back. It proved that 5 seconds is all it takes to change a decision, which can change your actions and ultimately change your day. So, here's my challenge to you. Don't try to change your whole life tomorrow. Just pick one thing you've been hesitating on. Maybe it's making a phone call, putting on your workout clothes, or saying no to something. The next time that moment comes, I want you to try it, just once. Count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and physically move. Let me know in the comments what you're going to use the rule for. I'd love to hear how it goes. Thanks for watching.